Does your ordinary radio feel a little limited? If you're looking for a new way to listen, it's time for a fresh start. Introducing the Live the Dream Media app, your premier destination and a new level up for digital radio. Over the last 2 years, we've found new ways to ensure your digital radio experience is the best it can possibly be. From live podcasts that spark new perspectives to a 24/7 soundtrack of live music, and even our built-in merch store, we've built a platform that is convenient, high quality, and simple to navigate. But we're only just getting started. Catch all of our shows weekly and join the Live the Dream Media family today and help us change the airwaves forever. Download it for free on the App Store or Play Store today. Live the dream. The dream starts now.
Your favorite radio just got bigger, bolder, and better connected. Live the Dream Media is revolutionizing how you stay tuned in. With our explosive growth in online radio and our brand new mobile app, your entertainment goes wherever you do. Stream your favorite shows, discover new hits, and connect with audiences across the digital landscape, all at your fingertips. Advertisers, don't miss out. Join our expanding digital network and reach engaged listeners across platforms. Download the Live the Dream Media app today and experience radio reimagined.
Everyone, welcome to Southwest Flavor. Happy Tuesday to all of you. We have a great show for you today. I have a new co-host today, David Deal. Welcome.
Ron, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Go ahead and bring your mic just a little bit closer
sure,
so that we can
right.
hear your soft, silky voice.
I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm glad you're here also. And our first guest is Doug Everett. Doug, you're the candidate, the Republican candidate for LD18 for the Arizona State Senate.
Yes, indeed. I'm running as the approachable candidate. I have time for you, so I want to communicate with the voters. I want to talk to you, the voters. So I want you to feel free to contact me through my Facebook page or my website, vote.arizonadugster.com. That's vote.arizonadugster.com.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm here first. Well, I'm here with my campaign manager today, Lynn Rosenblum. He ran in 2024 for the LD18 State House, and I was his campaign manager. And now he's mine, and he heads my organization.
Oh, fantastic! Very good.
So I'm a retired engineer with 37 years in the aerospace industry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Retired in 2024. I have lifelong community involvement starting in high school, continuing work as an engineer, and beginning with Boy Scouts. I was an Eagle Scout, and then later an adult leader, and I trained a troop of Boy Scouts to bicycle El Tour de Tucson.
Ah, very cool. We were talking about that a little bit yesterday about cycling. Yeah.
They did the 68-mile route.
Ah, okay. All right.
And in the past, I've also been a licensed motorman for antique streetcars. A math. I've been. This is a lifetime of community involvement.
Right.
A math tutor and chess club coach.
Oh, okay.
And deputy grand knight at my church, and then recently I've been twice a campaign manager in the past. And I'm a lead precinct committeeman covering about 10 precincts.
Okay. All right. And LD 18, that's a pretty big district, isn't it?
Geographically, it's small compared to some of the other districts.
okay.
Like LD 17 wraps all the way around us. Well, not 100%, but we're surrounded mostly by LD 17, but also we border 16, 20, and 21.
Okay.
And but it's relatively compact because those ones cover rural areas. We cover the Catalina foothills north, south to Tucson. South to Tucson to Broadway Boulevard. That's the southern boundary.
Okay.
And then east over to Pantano or the Sabino Wash or El Camino Seco. And then in the west, if you're south of the river, we go to Country Club. And if you're north of the river, we go all the way to I-10. We go all the way north at extreme to Lambert Lane, which is a major street south of Tangerine. Tangerine's not much further north.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's just, to me, it's always strange how these are cut up,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
But I guess they do it for population, right?
Probably for gerrymandering, perhaps.
Yes, they have that too.
But the part that goes north into Lambert Lane, into Oro Valley, that's like the Panhandle of Texas.
Yeah.
And then in the southeast corner, we have a finger that dips down past golf links to, I believe, Escalante or so, and that's like the Boot Heel of Missouri.
Well, that's right in my neighborhood. I'm over there at Golf Links in Camino Seco. So,
Are you in LD 18?
I don't think so. I'm in Rolling Hills, so I'm not exactly sure when he says the finger. I mean, he said Golf Links, Camino Seco, and there's Camino Seco is that weird street. Camino Seco it comes through Rolling Hills, and then it jumps on the other side of the river, and then it goes all the way out to Irvington as it kind of goes past the golf course, Fred Inke and stuff like that, and it ends there. So I'm not really sure where I'm at.
Okay. You'll have to check.
Yeah.
So what got you into politics?
I've always been interested in politics,
Yeah.
and in the recent years I was a precinct committeeman, and then in 2024, my campaign manager Lynn Rosenblum stepped forward to as a candidate for state house. At the time, this was the same year as the election, and no one had yet stepped forward, so he became our LD 18 2024 candidate, and I was his campaign manager, and then we switched roles for this time around for 2026, and I'm running because I'd like to utilize my engineering background to solve problems in the long term, not just provide knee-jerk solutions.
Right.
Gotcha.
I like that.
And we have examples. There's examples of those out there. Like in another state, there was a drunk driver who crashed on a bridge and blocked it in both directions, and had for hours, and had the tow truck pull him out and off the bridge. And so local politicians responded by lowering the speed limit, not addressing the root cause, which was enforcing the laws against drunk driving.
Sure.
But closer to home, we have our urban campgrounds here, and we've seen local governments close the park without addressing the root causes of the homeless population.
Yes. Yeah. That is a big issue in this area.
I'm still trying to figure out that park over there on Golf Links and Alvernon where they put some sort of bike park over there. What's it called?
100 acres.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you driven by that and seen that lately?
Not lately.
Well, they've got a bunch of ramps in there and a bunch of big dirt piles that I guess you're supposed to ride your bikes on. I haven't seen anybody with a bike yet.
Right. I don't think it's finished yet.
It still says closed, but it's odd how that's what they started with.
Right.
I thought maybe they might put some shade up.
So if you do the knee-jerk reactions, in both of these cases, you lower the speed limit, close the parks, the law abiding citizen loses, and
Right.
and so I seek to address the root causes to improve the lifestyle of the law-abiding citizen.
Right. Well, I can see that, and especially as an engineer, I mean, you can look at things and you can look at things in a manner of more of strategic planning and saying, cause and effect of things. So, in 20 years we want to be here, but these are steps we need to take to get there. Whether it's financial or crime or whatever. So to put that strategic plan in place, as an engineer, when you're building something, you have to build something, kind of part by part, but where your goal is. So I think that's a nice way to look at it.
Right. It's the process for getting to where you need to be.
Exactly. Instead of being proactive instead of being reactive.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, just a little bit of story from the campaign trail.
Sure.
I've been going door to door, and many people commingle the federal and local issues with the state issues.
Sure.
For example, at the local level, you have the Regino Romero urban campgrounds and potholes, and at the federal level, you have the illegal border crossings. So, when the people bring up these federal and local issues, I have to steer them toward the state issues. And but yet I want to work with all levels of government,
Right.
Because the efficient solutions require cooperation at all the government levels.
Yeah.
And
You need to all be working together.
you need the teamwork, and each person can't be working in a vacuum to get everything done.
Yeah. What else have you been hearing out there on the streets since you've been door knocking?
Oh, well, people are concerned about affordability, for example,
Yeah.
making things affordable, and I do think that is it is getting out of hand a little bit
With the fuel prices and with the housing issues and all that. I mean, yeah, it's tough out there.
I saw a ranking of Arizona as 43rd in the country because we have a higher than average cost of living.
Yeah.
And then we have a lower than average wage and per capita income.
Right.
And now some of that, the lower wage could be because Arizona is such a great place to retire, and people can retire here with a retirement income.
Sure.
But if prices are high, then that makes it difficult on the retirees.
It does. It makes it really difficult. I mean, they have that fixed income, and prices keep going up, and they don't have anywhere to go.
So I'd like to make Arizona more affordable by attracting the high-paying jobs into the states, by reducing wasteful spending, by reducing the red tape and excessive regulations. And another little story about red tape. I'm running as a Arizona Clean Elections candidate, which means I had to collect $5 contributions from 200 registered voters in Legislative District 18.
Right.
And so those have to be verified. So I turn these in to qualify for the funding, but first I turn them into the Arizona Secretary of State, and they count the number, and then they send the list of contributors to the county to verify that the people are qualified to contribute, that they're in Legislative District 18, that they're a registered voter.
Okay.
And then they send them back to the Arizona Clean Elections at the state level. So you have 3 government entities there. You have the Arizona Secretary of State, you have the Pima County Recorder Office verifying them, and then you have Arizona Clean Elections.
Wow. Okay. So 3 steps in that. That's good. I mean, you know that they're verified. I'm sure that you had to get more than the 200 just to make sure that you had enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do a statistical. Well, they depending on how many you turn in, they if you turn in plenty more, they can do a statistical sampling, so they're not checking all of them.
Okay.
But if you turn in, just the right amount, then they have to check them all.
Yeah. I could see that. I think that'd be kind of scary to just turn in the right amount, because if you have a few that aren't eligible, then you're not going to get what you want. Yeah.
Well, as a campaign and having a good campaign manager, right, he helped me make sure that we turned in quality contributions, or quality meaning qualified.
Right. Very good.
And so making Arizona more affordable also means utilizing economies of scale by collaborating with the local governments and the schools.
Okay.
And part of making Arizona more affordable, or I'm your candidate for jobs, opportunity, and safety. These are things that support making Arizona more affordable. You have we want the higher paying jobs, opportunities for local people to get those jobs, and then the safety. For safety, we need a safe environment to be productive.
Yeah. That's right. Let's take a quick sponsor break. We're at that time, and so we're gonna go a quick sponsor break. We will be back in just a couple minutes.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license, or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's July in Tucson. No time to gamble on a cheap AC install. Some of the other AC names got bought out by investment companies and won't stand behind their installs. We stand behind our installs with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Family owned since 2001. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Call 520-492-0748 or online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Piper Family Painting. We believe great paint does more than just change a color. It protects a home and the people inside of it. From careful prep to the final coat, our team shows up with pride, precision, and respect for your property. We don't cut corners. We paint it like it's our own home, because in this Tucson community, it is. Piper Family Painting, bringing new colors to the Old West.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittany Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittany Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
Hey Tucson, why do we accept pain as normal just because we're over 40? Americans suffer with back pain. At Wellness Chiropractic, we help people after car accidents with chronic neck and back pain, numbness tingling down the arms. If you're like me, you like don't let that pain stop you. Wellness Key Chiropractic, we help that body move better so you can be the better.
All right, we're back. You're watching Southwest Flavor. Check us out every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. David and I are talking with Doug Everett, and he's running for LD18. And you were talking, you had some points that you wanted to talk about.
Yes, I support jobs, opportunity, and safety. Pardon me, jobs, opportunities, and safety, and supporting JOS, jobs, opportunity, safety. I support that we need to have law enforcement, dependable power,
right?
Improved roads.
We could use that.
Yes.
Election integrity. We need to trust results of the election,
right?
Regardless if we like the outcome.
Sure.
And
that's part of the voting process.
You know? It's interesting how they make that a big deal now about how they've already got all the equipment all tested, checked out before we ever get started to vote. So that there's no questions now. You know, I think before everyone just crossed their fingers, I guess. Yeah. now we have a stamp on that, stamp of approval.
Yes, and finally, education choice.
Okay.
Education, quality education.
Yeah.
Including the choice.
So the ESA.
ESA.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's a big one. I mean, our kids are older now, and so they're not in school. But yeah, that's huge. That you get the choice, because if your neighborhood school isn't performing, and you have an option to send them to a charter school or private school or whatever and get that better education. I mean, we all want our kids to do better.
Yes, and we know it's not just putting more money on it. It's we've seen there's the you've heard of the Mississippi Miracle, where they were the joke,
right?
They were 50th, and people would say, or state education and different states would say, well, at least we're not. Thank goodness for Mississippi, because then we would be last. And then now Mississippi, they had their Mississippi Miracle, and they brought their reading levels up to grade level and rank in the top 10 now. And it was because of policy improvements and parental involvement rather than putting more money on the problem.
Right.
And
money doesn't solve everything.
No, but part of our education's funded by public lands, right? And so we probably shouldn't be selling those public lands because they fund the education. It's a trust. It's a public lands trust. So
sure.
It needs to be trusted, and if you have the land, it keeps its value.
Right.
And we should consider leasing it for long term, say for example 99 years. But we shouldn't sell it.
Okay.
Because then we'd spend then the money would get spent. And we wouldn't have the land.
Yeah, you never get it back.
Yeah, exactly.
And on education, we're unmatched in providing education choice. we have the the empowerment scholarship accounts, but then before that we had the tax credits for contributing to the Arizona Certified School Tuition Organizations, the STOs, and to provide the education choice, you really need 5 things, and you need the funding, and so ESA takes care of part of that, and the education tax credit provides the rest of it, and so people should take advantage of those, and especially the education tax credit. You have to go out and ask people to take advantage of that tax credit and sponsor your child to the whichever public schools, and you can find a number of people to do that and fund your child's private education. And it's I, as a clean elections candidate, I was asking people to contribute $5, but if you're trying to ask your friends and colleagues to make a contribution, not make contribution, do a tax credit, you're asking less than $5. You're just asking them to take advantage of the tax credit.
Yeah, if you have those tax liabilities, you're going to be paying that state tax anyways. So, it's a dollar for dollar, tax credit.
Right.
And then you know where it's going.
Right. So part of education choice is the funding. And then you need to have the seats in the school. You need the transportation to the school. The public schools provide that. The private schools probably provide that. Some private schools provide that. And then you need to have a schedule convenient to the family. For the after school programs, or the classes themselves, and then finally, fortunately in Arizona we have the last one, which you need the university recognition of the private school diploma, and so we do have that.
Oh, okay.
Arizona.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, tell us how people can get a hold of you or find you on social media or website.
Well, if you are, you first of all go to my website, vote.arizonadugster.com.
Okay.
You can also follow me at Doug Everett for AZ Senate. And if you live in LD18, vote Doug Everett for AZ Senate on July 21st. If you don't, tell your friends in LD18 to vote Doug Everett for AZ Senate. And
all right.
And I conclude with, God bless Arizona.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
All right. We will be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Arcadia Landscape has been a part of the Tucson community for over 40 years. In that time, we have grown from landscape maintenance and construction to tree services, water features, reptile removals, irrigation repairs and installations, and low voltage lighting. It's our mission to keep our community clean and educated so you and your family can enjoy it just as much as we do. No job is too big or too small. Contact us today for your landscaping needs.
From the fields of wheat and cotton to the heart of our community, Marana was built on hard work and family values. John Post has farmed this land for years, built businesses, and served this community for decades. As mayor, John will fight for sustainable growth that respects our roots, keep neighborhoods safe, and make sure Marana remains the best place in Arizona to raise a family. John Post, farmer, father, and neighbor.
Hi, I'm Jackie Craig. I'm running as a write-in candidate for the Town of Marana Town Council. The way that these three candidates worked with a PAC out of California, Worker Power, and they derailed the downtown development project to develop downtown Marana into a real downtown. We can't have people who have such a misunderstanding of what Marana needs winning the council race. Fill in the little circle, write my name, Jackie Craig, for the Town of Marana Town Council.
For over 36 years, John Officer has lived, worked, and served right here in Marana. As an Arizona native and your town councilman, John brings a lifetime of local experience to the big decisions shaping our future. From coaching Eagle Scouts to his decades of work in water maintenance, John is the boots-on-the-ground leader we need. He listens to our residents and stands firmly behind our Marana police and fire departments to keep our community safe. John Officer is dedicated to protecting our resources and preserving the independent soul of our town. Vote John Officer for Marana Town Council.
My name is Terry Murphy, and I am running for Marana Town Council. I have lived in Marana for 31 years. I love our community, and I would like to see more ballparks, an equestrian center. I would love to see kids have an opportunity to fish and boat with their families. I think growth is extremely important, and I think that with proper infrastructure and proper layout and proper design, that we can create a community that everybody wants to live in. I am asking for your vote, Terry Murphy, for Marana Town Council.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We Marana mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
All right, we are back. And David and I have another guest.
Yeah, Ron, I'm excited about this guest.
Yeah, because we've both taken the class a couple times.
A couple times, yes.
So it's Adrienne Watkins from Unscrewed Theater.
Yes.
Good morning. Go ahead and bring the mic up just a little bit closer. There you go.
All right. Hi.
Well, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I volunteer at Unscrewed Theater, and I have been doing that since 2014 when they opened. So they had a fundraiser show at the Loft, and then that was what I saw. I was like, oh, I'm going to be part of this. Didn't realize it was forever, but it is. You kind of just get sucked into it, and it's the most marvelous thing in the world. It's a very supportive community, is what it is. It's very supportive. It lets you explore yourself in a very, like I said, supportive way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's one of the things this last class that we had, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, I think it's probably the favorite class I've ever had. And it's almost like you get to be 10 years old again.
Yes.
You know, you're on the playground, you're doing silly things, you're saying silly things with a bunch of other people that are doing the same thing. And no one cares that, you know, That you're not 10 years old.
Right.
And you're doing all the silly things.
Yes. So our last class was on character. Character allows you to be yourself in a different way.
Right.
Right. We're not all trying to be Batman, but you can.
Yeah.
You can be Batman. And it's okay. That's the acceptance part, is everybody's walking with a weird walk. Everybody has their head tilted a different way. And
talking with a different voice.
Right. You get to explore all these things that your body allows you to do that in society we stop.
Yeah.
Right. So we get to go back to the playground, and that's what improv allows you to do.
Right. Exactly. And I was on Chris's show just before this show this morning, and we were talking about, I was telling him that we do exercises to start the class just to kind of get rid of the outside world, you know, get your mindset in there so that you can be in that room and you're not thinking about your job or, you know, your kids or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do warm-ups at the beginning of every class, every show. Before we do anything in the theater, we do warm-ups first for that reason, to get out of the outside world, to leave it at the door.
Right.
Whatever happened in your day is to leave at the door, because that no longer matters right now. What matters is you getting out of your own brain and just playing.
I think you told us a few times the last class that your brain is your enemy.
Your brain is your enemy. Yes. If you can make your brain be quiet and move out of your way,
right,
then life in general, I think, would be a lot easier if we didn't have our brain telling us certain things.
That's true. That's true. I mean, because a lot of times your brain's telling you, oh, that person's not going to like you, or that, you know, that person's not going to approve of what you're going to do. You know, you're going through scenarios that didn't even happen and probably won't even happen.
Correct.
You
yeah,
know?
we perceive a lot on life that may not happen. If you go into, you're like, oh, I have a work meeting, and you've already perceived how this work meeting is going to go.
Right.
Right. So you go in with that attitude of, oh, I know this is going to be the worst work meeting ever, and it's going to be long, and this lady's going to talk a lot. But maybe that really didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right? You've perceived it already. So,
Right.
yeah, so if you can get your brain to get out of the way and go in without any expectations, then you can't be disappointed if you didn't have any expectations in the first place.
That's true. Yeah. And do you have something?
Well, I was going to say, I like what you said earlier about being able to go in there and be 10 years old. I think that as adults, we just don't get to do that enough.
No,
you
not
know?
at all.
And there's not one person in there, those classes, that really cares, you know.
Right.
And that's when you say leave it at the door. You know, that's what you got to do. And, you know, and just and leave it all on the floor at the same time.
Sure.
You know, when you go into character and stuff like that,
Yep.
like you mentioned about doing the character play. I remember I did one and I don't know, popped in my head, Billy Bob Thornton, right? Well, I forgot that's a real person. Right? Well, that's the name that popped into my head.
Yeah.
And Mike, as we were talking about earlier, he says, oh, but you're not the Billy Bob Thornton. I was like, no, but I was trying to be some race car driver and, you know, smoke cigarettes and drink beer and stuff like that. And it came off pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though I was really not Billy Bob Thornton.
But your version.
Yes, my version. And I redid that at the showcase, and it was not the same as when I did it spur of the moment.
Yeah.
At the first time. It wasn't even close. The first time was just fresh and spontaneous, and the second time I was trying to do it over again, and it really didn't hit like the way it did in class.
Yeah. It's hard to repeat it.
Yeah,
It really
I
is.
believe. I should have just started over again and became a different person. Maybe a guy that flies hot air balloons or something.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, I love that whole aspect of like you said, you know, leaving it at the door. And, and you have everything pre-planned out for us, you know.
I have
or the exercises.
Not really.
Not really.
So if I look that prepared, thank you.
Well, we always thought you were that prepared.
So what we do have is we have a syllabus of the skills. Each instructor teaches the same 7 skills in order.
Okay.
What each instructor brings differently is the exercises. We bring the announcements of how we do this or why we do this.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's all going to be different. And that's based on experience. So
Very
not
true.
2 teachers are going to teach the same.
Right.
Some of our exercises do overlap, but they're explained differently. Or they're explained why we do it differently. Something like that.
Yeah. I like that. I like the you explain the theory, and then we actually get to practice it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're telling us this is why we're doing it. To release that energy for this practice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all of our exercises, and they're changeable. So if you go into class, you're like, well, I had this idea, but I'm not sure we're quite ready for it. So let's back up a step, do this exercise first, and then we'll jump into this one. It's a lot of changing on the spot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
One that gets me is the exercise typewriter.
Yes.
That's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you have the guy who's making the story up on the spur of the moment, but then the improv actors have to also play exactly what he's typewriting up there.
Yes.
So the whole thing is, twofold, and it can be kind of challenging for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of our short form games, typewriter is one of them. You have a person basically telling you a story. They're typing the story. They're the narrator. And as they're typing it, the actors behind them are acting it out and adding. So it's a lot of a super listening skill because the typewriter has to create the story. The actors need to listen to the story. The actors create the story. The narrator needs to listen to what they created in order to incorporate it. It's a lot of back and forth. So
yeah. And keying on what you said right there, it's a lot of listening. You got to listen.
Yes.
And I believe a lot of people take that class just to learn that one skill.
Oh, yeah.
Because listening has become a lost art. Everyone wants to talk all the time.
Right.
Nobody ever wants to listen. I told you I'm working on a book, whatever, and one of the chapters on there is basically why we have ears. Is what the chapter's name is.
Yeah.
We have two of them.
You have two ears and one mouth.
Exactly. We need to use those more.
Right. Right.
Yeah, when it comes to listening is not just listening with your ears. Listening is listening with your eyes and your body.
That's true. That's very true.
And being able to key on to somebody's emotion or the way they're standing or some kind of sense like that.
Sure, like you're saying, listening for the body language.
Right. Right, and that's one of the things that you taught us for the character classes.
Yes.
You can have this body language, and the body language is going to kind of determine how you're going to be talking and walking and all that thing, all those things.
Right.
Yeah. So one of the things that that's cool about improv is just you're up there with a partner, or maybe you're up there with 3 or 4 people, and you start your scene. And, we all perceive how the scene's going to go in the beginning. And then that first person or second person kind of takes it in a different direction. And then you have to adjust, you have to figure out, what kind of scene you're in and, how your relationship is with that person. And just, it's fun because it's all, spontaneous.
Yeah, it definitely, especially if you're in more than a 2-person scene. So now there's 4 of you and you have 4 different ideas.
Yes.
Whoever speaks first wins. That's how it works.
Right.
Or loses.
Right.
It's not so much loses, but you take your idea and you put it in your pocket because you'll be able to bring it out later. It's never a lost art.
Right.
It's just in your pocket.
One of the funnest times I ever had was doing a improv where you go to class and then they pick names out of a hat. And they match people up just by your name being in a little piece of paper in the hat. And it was one of the funnest times I ever had. And I just total random. And I was pining with a girl. I'd never met her before in my life, so we had no idea what our personalities were like. And it really came off well.
Yeah.
There was a haircut involved and some groceries and stuff like that. So, all I know is I cut her bangs very badly.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, when you're up there on stage, you could be anything. You could be on the moon, or you could be...
That's right.
Under the sea in a with SpongeBob or something, you can be anything and anywhere that you want.
Right.
Yeah, you're back to being 10 years old again. Where you can be cops and robbers and you just pick up a stick and it's like, hey, this is my gun.
That's right.
It just
That's right. Bangity bang bang.
Yeah, exactly. You let your imagination start
exactly.
running.
It's very full of imagination. You let your imagination that we all compress.
We do, yeah.
Right? We compress our imagination because we're so focused on writing the right words or writing the right letters or saying the right thing. And we lose that. We lose that imagination. It's still there.
Sure.
It's behind our brain. We just have to find it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, let's take a quick sponsor break, and we will be back in just a couple minutes.
All right.
All right.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's July in Tucson. No time to gamble on a cheap AC install. Some of the other AC names got bought out by investment companies and won't stand behind their installs. We stand behind our installs with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Family owned since 2001. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Call 520-492-0748 or online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Piper Family Painting. We believe great paint does more than just change a color.
Therapeutic range.
Kindness and social interaction. We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
Hey Tucson, why do we accept pain as normal just because we're over 40? You know, nearly 8 out of 10 Americans suffer with back pain. At Wellness Chiropractic, we help people after car accidents with chronic neck and back pain, numbness tingling down the arms. If you're like me, you like to spend time outside with the family, hiking, biking, everything. Don't let that pain stop you. Wellness Key Chiropractic, we help that body move better so you can be the better version of yourself.
All right, we are back. You're watching Southwest Flavor. Check us out every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. We're talking with Adrienne from Unscrewed Theater. So, how did you first get into, like, were you already doing some improv before
No.
you saw that?
No, I've never explored improv before.
Okay.
I never actually, besides high school, I didn't really do acting or anything like that. It was all high school based. And it wasn't until I saw Unscrewed Theater do their show for money and their fundraiser show.
You're right.
And even then, so when I started volunteering, it was just an outlet
Okay.
of get out of the daily grind and go do something.
Right.
So that's where it started. And then it was about 2 years in before I started taking classes. So I taught, and then I took classes about 2 years in or so. I got onto a team called Comic Chaos. We're an improvised superhero comic book team. So we're actually coming up on our 10-year anniversary of being a team.
Very cool.
So that's coming up in July.
And what's your character?
Whatever one comes up.
Oh, you're not just sewed into a Wonder Woman or a Catwoman.
No, that is because it's improv based. The hero gets a superpower. The villain gets something that they wanted and never got. And then your character is based on that. So it's all made up just off of audience suggestions in the moment.
Yeah. And you were the villain last time.
I was the villain last time.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Our roles rotate. So sometimes I'm a hero or a villain or a townsperson or a narrator. It just depends where we are that day. So I started doing that. And now I wear a lot of hats at the theater. So I'm a board member. I'm a volunteer. I'm a volunteer coordinator. I teach classes now. I've been teaching classes about 2 years now.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you ever think you'd be teaching classes?
No, and I definitely never thought I'd be comfortable enough to be on a podcast. So,
well, you could have fooled me.
Yeah, but you're in front of people all the time, whether you're teaching or whether you're on stage.
Yeah, I am now. So it's definitely improv itself has given me that skill to talk in public, to listen to people and engage in the community, which I was not that person before.
Okay. All right. I think, at least for me, when I did it the first time, when you get on stage, you're kind of in your zone. You just kind of focus on what you're doing, and like you said, whether there's 2 people out there or 200 people out there, you just do what you do.
Yeah, and you just have to forget about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be something.
Right. Be something else, right? Be whatever you're supposed to be in the moment.
Yeah. I like what you said, not really having a true superhero character, just a superpower.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's infinite after that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So tell us a little bit about the different classes that are offered and, how people could sign up.
So we have our 8-week basics classes.
Mm-hmm.
We run those every 3 months or so. Everything is on our website. Our website is unscrewedtheater.org. And that is where you can find all of the shows that we offer, all of the classes we offer. We offer 6-week classes, which are based on the skills that you learn in basics.
Okay.
So in basics class, we go through seven different skills.
Mm-hmm.
And then our blocks classes take 2 of those skills and just focus on character and space work.
Oh, wow, cool.
Or just focus on relationship and emotion.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So you'll get 6 weeks of just diving into those deeper.
Right.
And then we have one-day workshops on Sundays, and those are 3-hour classes on line games or something like that. They're all different.
Now, that's something you sign up for, or anybody can just show up? On
Those you can just show up. Yeah.
For the Sunday ones,
Yeah, the Sunday ones you can just show up. The classes, we do cap out at 12 people.
Yeah.
So that's why if you can sign up online, if you can't, just let somebody know. And we do offer scholarships also.
Oh, okay.
So that's also on our website. If you need a scholarship base, all scholarships win, I guess. We don't. I don't know if I'm supposed to give out that secret, but if you are not financially able to take a class, we do offer scholarships.
Okay.
Because we would just rather have everybody get the skills and get out of it what you can.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
I think, even if you never wanted to pursue, being up on stage or whatever, just, for relationships or business or, public speaking.
Yes.
I think it's a great thing. It really is. It gets you out of your shell, for one thing.
Yeah.
And then you start being more creative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what improv does. It's not just for stage, and we never put it just for stage. It's you come learn the skills that you're already using in everyday life. You just didn't realize they had a name.
Right.
True. Right. That's very true.
Yeah. So. And then you guys have you have shows every weekend.
Yes.
On Fridays and Saturdays.
We have shows every Friday and Saturday. Fridays we have shows at 7:30 and at 9. All of our 7:30 shows are family friendly. Our 9 o'clock shows are uncensored. Mildly uncensored.
I was going to say, the first time I went to one, I thought I was like, oh my gosh, it was going to be some, shh, don't tell anybody I was here.
No.
But it's really just about 4-letter words.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's stuff flips out once in a while.
Yeah, it's just 4-letter words.
Yeah, that's mildly, mildly uncensored.
Yeah.
We even have a hard time playing uncensored. That's why it's just mildly uncensored.
Yeah.
The first Friday of the month, we have our musical improv team.
Okay.
They play at 7:30 on the first Friday of the month. So they make up a whole musical for you from start to finish. And on the third Saturday of the month at 6 o'clock is our Comic Chaos show. That is our family-friendly superhero comic book show.
Right.
At 6 o'clock.
And that's you.
And that is me. Yes. That is the one I perform in.
Yeah. Great.
Let's talk a little bit about the musical, because you have musical classes also, right?
Yes.
Musical improv. And you say on there that you don't have to be musical. You don't have to necessarily know how to sing.
Correct.
Really.
Our instructor, Sai, she is amazing at teaching you the concept of doing musical improv, and you don't need to know how to sing to do that. Basically, it's putting words to rhythm.
Oh.
And whatever,
okay.
It's very short words, right?
Okay.
We're not telling a story through our music. We're adding just a little bit of music to the story.
Oh. Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
A little bit. I have never seen that. I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah. I think that'd be a fun class.
So she teaches a 6-week class on it, and every once in a while we have a Sunday 1-day class on music.
Oh, okay.
And it's just getting out there and saying something with the rhythm of whatever the rhythm is.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the show Whose Line Is It Anyways? I mean, I think that really brought improv out into the main main stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you've seen that show, then you know what short form improv is.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off of those games.
Right.
We do that a little bit differently here because we don't use the props and
right.
We don't have the ability to censor things or like that show does.
Yeah.
So we just take whatever we're given. But that's what short form improv is. Our main team, Not Burnt Out, Just Unscrewed, does strictly short form games.
Okay.
That's the difference between our musical improv team from the top. They do what's called long form because
they're telling a whole story.
They're telling a whole story for an hour,
right? Based
off little suggestions. Same with our comic chaos team. We do a long form also, which is getting suggestions from the audience and playing one long story rather than short individual games.
Do you find it harder to do the long form?
I personally find it easier.
Really? Okay.
I am easier. I find it easier to do long form than do short form. And for me, it's a processing thing. I have to process what's going on and then jump in and do it. Whereas if I process too long on a short form game, the short form game is over before I figure it out.
Right.
So.
Well, Adrienne, thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. We'd love to have you back on again sometime.
Great. Yes, I would love to come back and chat with you.
All right.
Some more.
Fantastic. All right. That's another episode of Southwest Flavor. Check us out every Tuesday and Thursday, and we will see you later.